Hey, everybody. Just wanted to come to a quick update on the week for you guys. We start with the moon in Gemini, which can make our emotions quite frenetic, also communicating emotions, thinking a lot. Sometimes this lends itself to worry or anxiety. I hope that's not the case for you, but there is a cool formation that it's making, and that is a kite uh, right here. That will be later today, at least. And then there's another kite right here. And this makes a mystical envelope with Chiron at the top. So there's not a whole lot of information on this aspect pattern in, the astrology textbooks, if you want to call them that. But there is a mystical rectangle. And then there is a kite, and you can see the kites here. I know that's a lot of drawing, right? What this looks like is very supportive, and I like that. And also, wow, envelope. What do you get in an envelope? You get a message, don't you? So I think this is a message for us consisting of a few things. First of all, Gemini North Node. What information are we gathering? How are we opening our minds? How are we moving forward with that stuff? Communicating, speaking our truth, learning, listening, all those things. Okay. Then we got the South Node in Sag, releasing old narratives, getting rid of that. That's limiting. Then we've got the Sun, Mercury, and Leo, my creative heart, my inner child, what I find enjoyable and fun. Saturn and Aquarius, how we build our future, what our plans are for the future. And then last but not least, Chiron in Aries, which is how we heal ourselves, our inner warrior, first of all, but also it's like having the right to be here as an authentic human, whoever I am. That's Chiron in Aries. That's how I've interpreted it. And that seems to be the message that we're getting with this. So I think being in your authentic self, your authenticity, authentic truth, I could say that so many ways, as we begin the week is super important to our future and how we support our creative self-actualization and how we let go of limiting beliefs and also how we communicate and open our mind and learn and listen. That's Monday. Yay. I love it. So the other thing, just as we start this morning right now, Mars is square the moon. That can be a brief annoyance, perhaps a brief motivation to communicate. I got my motivation to do this video. That's great. But then it quickly moves on today, and it will clear all my drawings here. Yeah, this is more when it hits the North Node. So that's overnight. It's applying to that all day. So it's really holding that in its entirety on Monday. Okay, so let's go to Tuesday. Let's see what goes on Tuesday. This is the moon. We wake up with the moon sextile Mercury and the sun, which is really nice. Again, you can see that envelope still active. So I really love that. That's how we wake up on Tuesday. So this undertone really holds. The other thing is, I don't know if I mentioned on Monday, Venus trine Uranus. Let's talk about that before I move on to Tuesday. Venus trine Uranus happens, oh, great, Monday midday. And Venus is what you value. So that's today. If you're watching this today, if you're watching it, later on, it was midday. Venus is what we value. Uranus is how we are shifting those values, how we're innovating what we value. So I often give the really cheesy, easy example of, you used to like this color, now you like that color. Simple, easy, extrapolate. Okay. So I used to really love having nice home decorations, but now what I value is owning plants. I mean, right. So I really like Venus-Uranus connections. They are really great for shifting out of something. Trines are supportive. So, I mean, this is a really nice, let's get out of our rut sort of situation. Venus is in Virgo, so this is earth sign stuff. We're talking about perhaps how we organize our reality to maybe shift our routines, shift the way we nourish ourselves, etc. Ooh, I like that. Ooh, I was just really excited. So I'm glad I didn't miss that. Okay. So Tuesday morning, again, we wake up with that envelope active. And then trying to see if there's anything else going on at this moment. Oh, yes. So Tuesday, also the moon squares Venus. I don't see that as a big deal. It's a brief situation as well. What we do have Tuesday towards the afternoon is Mercury square Uranus. Okay, so remember I said Venus trine Uranus seems really nice for shifting. Mercury square Uranus can be a little tense. I mean, it's tense in the way that you might have to think outside of the box, or perhaps with it Mercury being in Leo, you want attention for something and for some reason you're not being given it, because that means it's also it lights up the fixed T-square. So this is a theme that we've dealt with, but we haven't dealt with it from the Leo perspective, which is, hey, my needs, my creative self-actualization, how I'm creative in the world. So I feel like you could be triggered on that, but the higher manifestation of Mercury square Uranus would be thinking outside the box, inspiration, because you have to think outside the box to figure out something. It can also be, like I think of lightning, realizations during that. So keep an eye out. If there is anything that's bugging you or something Tuesday midday, it's think outside the box, try to see from a different perspective, or see what is the lesson, Wednesday. Wednesday is moon at the late degrees of Gemini, and this will be squaring Jupiter on Wednesday. Okay, so think big emotions. I'm sorry, trining Jupiter, not squaring, trining. Big emotions, but they're in air. So that's like detached. This really is good for integrating information, especially from the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction in Aquarius. So wherever Aquarius is in your chart, and then wherever the eclipses were in your chart, those two things are synchronizing. So it could be some information that you've learned, you really integrate and you find out what is true for you. There is a moment of, this is what's true for me. This is the way to go with this moon trine Jupiter on Wednesday. So that's really good. We are moving into territory. I don't think, so that I don't know if the moon will move. Yeah. By evening, the moon moves into Cancer territory. All right. So that's just around dinner time. So about 4:30, it looks like, or 4. The moon in Cancer is great because that will sextile Mars. So there may be some definitely some motivation around the home. You could find yourself wanting to clean Wednesday night or something. That's such a mundane kind of delineation, but moon in Cancer wants to feel nourished, feel taken care of. Mars and Virgo's like, hey, let me take care of that for you. And those two work together. And that means it will also, so let's go to Thursday. Where's it going to be in the morning? It will square Chiron Thursday. It's applying to that square with Chiron, which could be a little bit sensitive. It's going to bring up those being in your authentic truth moments. That's for sure. It's making a yod on Thursday. A yod is the finger of God in astrology, and it's pointing at the moon here in Cancer. So it's really like, hey, are you taking care of your needs? Are you taking care of your home? Are you nourishing yourself? Are you being nourished with, ooh, Juno's there. Juno's relationships. Saturn is plans. Uh, the way you are building your future and the way you're releasing old narratives is really asking you to look at how you're being taken care of. That's Thursday. I think that's probably the most prominent thing going on Thursday. So we get to Friday. Friday is the territory I've been waiting on. Okay. We had the Saturn Sun opposition yesterday, Sunday. Friday, the Sun squares Uranus. That could be shocking moments. It could be all kinds of possibilities with Sun square Uranus. So this is innovation. It could be opportunities. It could be Uranus is unpredictable. So it's very hard for me to say. It's our shifting values versus our creative self-actualization. Versus because a square is tension. Leo likes to try stuff, create stuff. Taurus really likes to stay stuck and comfortable. Now that is not, if you're a Taurus, it's not for you. Okay, that is the sign. Don't worry about that. My point being, Uranus and Taurus is trying to get you out of a rut. The Sun in Leo really likes that. I mean, I think the Sun sort of wins this battle. So I don't know. You guys report back to me. It's really Friday is when that's active and through the weekend, honestly. Yeah. And then the moon moves into Leo Saturday and it still highlights that. And then we move into new moon territory, square Uranus. So let me zero in a little more on this Sun square Uranus. I don't feel like I just did a really good job explaining it. And that's possibly because it's hard for me to see every time Uranus is involved, because it's unpredictable. It's hard for me to see what's going to come of it. So I think what you need to do is look to where Taurus is in your chart, wherever you have that. If it's in the 10th house, it's career. That's where you're shifting things out of your comfort zone. And where Leo is in the chart. And that's where you're trying to assimilate these two things that may not work together. Leo is, but I want to have fun. I don't necessarily want to shift out of this comfort zone. I want to enjoy myself and create and be that creative person. So again, fundamental changes. That's really what this week holds. Yeah. So I hope you guys have a good week. If you have any questions, feel free to email me, or book a session if you want to know what it is in your chart. Okay, guys, talk to you soon.